president of the Atlanta Jugglers Association. We meet here twice a week, Sunday afternoons and Thursday evenings, and anybody is welcome to come by and learn to juggle for free. It's probably not as hard as you would think. Almost anybody can learn to juggle. And it's very fun. We just hang out, have fun, swap tricks. We have our own festival at Groundhog Day, which will be at the Shriner Center in Midtown again. Check out our website, atlantajugglers.org. Come see us.
I am Dr. Ramatu Afewasabat of Manga African Dance Company, founder, director. We're housed right here at Little 5 Points Community Center. Our mission statement is preservation of the indigenous African cultures through dance performances, lecture demonstration, drama, theater. We teach classes on Saturdays, drum class, dance class at noon and at 1. Check us out at mangadance.org.
My name is Noah Reyes. I'm the Program and Outreach Coordinator for Art Papers. We are a nonprofit that is Atlanta-based and globally engaged, serving the creative community and culturally curious. Art reviews, interviews, artist projects, nearly 50 years now, entering our final year, our 50th year, where we will be mobilizing our resources to pass on the torch. Find out more on artpapers.org. You can sign up for our newsletter. We're also on Instagram at artpapers.
My name is Henry Leonard. My work is mixed media, fiber, fabric. Generally start making art, making clothing. And it has evolved in sort of an abstraction right now. This is my studio, and I belong to a collective, the Euclid Arts Collective. And this is who I am, this is what I do.
All right.
Hi, I'm MB Andrews from MB Andrews Fine Art. I'm in the Little 5 Points Community Center on the top floor in Studio 205. I grew up in the fashion business in New York in the 70s and worked for Halston. So now I'm a veteran, I guess. And one of my greatest passions is teaching other people how to do what I do. So we have pop-up sessions here in our studio with professional lighting and backdrops. Reach out to us on mb-andrews.com. Thank you so much.
My name is Hollis Hildebrand Mills. What I work in is acrylic, collage, and oil paint. I finish it off with oil paint so I have a denser look. And this is basically abstract, but it has a central subject matter. It's a rider on a horse. What inspires it is just the visual. It's nothing like expressing a person's self is not really involved here. www.hollishildebrand-mills.com. That's it.
Hi, Bless. Welcome to Mixed Deity Studio.
I would describe Mixed Deity as a whole group of collective artists.
I've met just so many incredible people, writers, actors, all types of different texts, that kind of thing. And it's just a really great opportunity to get together with creative people and share your ideas.
So I practice capoeira, I teach capoeira, and I've been having access to the studio thanks to Mixed Deity.
There's an abundance of opportunities to be creative and to express yourself. And you get to meet some really awesome people.
Really got into this place because I was looking for a place to put my energy into art, music, and other human beings.
I see the membership as community and the opportunity to collaborate with some amazing, hungry people that are just looking to create for the sake of art. That is very exciting to me.
One of the great things to expect when you come here to Mixed Deity is everybody. Everybody's a creative. Everybody shows love. You come in and you get to mix and mingle with all kind of wonderful, great people.
Got introduced to the studio and I see, wow, I can cook here, I can paint here, I can record my music.
I was looking for a place I could get into and just fuel activist activity, have a place to foster meetings and connections of people that need to meet, and
and there's all these classes and events and things that you can do, I immediately wanted to be a part of it. So I signed up, and now actually I'm getting to do my improv class here.
Whatever you want to do, really. If you want to play on the silks, you want to play some music, if you want to teach yoga, like what I'm doing.
This is an outlet for everything, because you can come and network, and there's people here that does everything.
I mean, if you want to put together a play, you can come to McSteedy and find everybody that you need.
You have access to some incredibly talented people.
No matter what it is that you do, someone is going to be here that you can do it with, or that can help you.
If you're a musician like myself, this is definitely the place that you want to be.
It's amazing, and I'm grateful to be here. The reason I am part of this is because of the awesome community.
There's so much that I experience here that I've wanted to experience my whole life, and I can foster that energy in this one place, you know, with so many amazing people that are just like here.
This whole place reminds me of a piece of heaven, man.
You know, and if they're not here, all it takes is being like, do you know this guy? And they're gonna be like, yeah, I got you.
And I've been waiting to find like some place that I could go and just vibe out and meet other people, get on the microphone and just kind of do my thing, you know?
It's a safe space to create, to perform, to meet new people.
I love this place. Atlanta needs more places like this.
All sorts of people come here to hang out, to create, to explore art. It's a great place. Everybody should do it.
Express who you are, what you are, and what you want the world to be here. Create it and manifest it here in McSteedy.
It's in the name, mixed deity. We all are.
I get to learn a lot from people along the way to hopefully we can just keep that creative spark flowing between all of us and do great things.
No, I'm definitely a member here at Mixed Deity Studio, definitely for life. For life.
It's a whole vibe.
Nature things. We've been very under the. He's cool.
So I went up like, hey, what's your name? What's your sign? Would you mind if I buy you a drink? Your beauty speaking to my soul. Tell me more, I wanna know. Let me figure out where this goes. Oh, I know that we just met, but it feels like I've known you for forever. Let's ride off in the sunset. Let's make some decisions that make our parents upset.
All right, so I'm gonna give you a sample of it. I'm going to sing you it. And then when you sing it,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Creative Drinking Club. We are here with Baby Rose. Cheers. Thanks for coming down. Looking forward to seeing your show. You are a member here at McSteedy Studios.
Absolutely. I attended a burlesque show for the first time, and I met an incredible performer, and she told me that she taught here on Wednesdays. And when I came through and I had my first lesson, I was blown away. And then I started to understand more about the environment here, about the studio, about the full just room, the open church setting with a grand piano out front that you can just walk in and play whenever you just feel inclined to just come in, like the podcast room, like all of the things that are here that kind of like forge this creative energy. So when they say like you have to have motivation, like sometimes when you lack motivation, that's when consistency needs to come into place. I feel like this is a place where it's a safe space that you can be consistent and really just hone in your craft. This is a space where you can explore, like, you know, the outer limits of who you are. Yeah, so that's why I'm a member here in a short summary, you know.
Nice. Actually, yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I want more people to be members. So hopefully we get more people aware, you know.
Bless. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Let's do it. Which leaves this huge segment of developing entertainers and entertainment and events and ideas that haven't done it enough to be an institution, are too big to just happen at somebody's house. Right? So what we're doing is we're saying, okay, the Creative Drinking Club can combine a commercial space and combine the bar from your house into the same place. And what happens is we now have no incentive to try to peddle you drinks. We actually don't even sell drinks. You bring your own drinks. It's a BYOB open bar. And so what happens is the bar turns into essentially a house party bar. You always have what you like because you brought it. You can
Not
buy.
to mention you're not paying a markup.
Oh my God, 1,000% markup. So like just mathematically, just even if you don't like people, just do the math, okay? So it just opens up the space, and that's what the drinking club is for. Save you money, open up new artistic opportunities, and also get access to venues and resources. We also want to create a space for non-drinkers, so they can have mocktails and virgin drinks or sodas or whatever, like interesting things. Like have some kombucha in there. We actually encourage people to bring interesting drinks. We say, okay, if you're bringing a libation or whatever you're bringing, find something interesting, find something unique, and we'll like take that and we'll post you on social media. Come, enjoy, bring in drinks you want to drink and share.
Yeah. Little mimosa situation? That would be great. Get you set up. Welcome to the city.
I'm Talania, everybody.
My dad is in the Air Force.
The Valkyries of Arcadia. What do we got for beverages today?
Okay, so vodka is very extremely disgusting to me.
All right. Okay. We're going to go ahead and recreate all that magic tonight.
Really like the Grinch with the ooh, ha.
Talania is one of my favorite people.
So I'm excited about that.
I keep waiting for the invite to the big show.
Because I like energy. I love energy. I like having.
Nice to meet you, Rock Talania. Okay, great.
This is anecdotal anyway. So.
Hi. David Rams, photographer. I first came to Mixed Deity in the church about 4 years ago. I just rented it occasionally for shoots. And then I got into a situation that I wanted to find a place to kind of call home. There was more than just a place to shoot, where there was like an artistic community. And I do better with, a family. And I felt like I could have that with Mixed Deity. So whether I was shooting or not shooting, it was just always it was a nice to feel that community of other artists. And in a way, it kind of reminded me of the Factory. And I've mentioned to you, Rock, a few times about Andy Warhol's Factory, and it was just all these artists would gather together and throw ideas out, and they'd be painting and sculpting and writing and taking pictures. And so many great artists, from David Bowie to Lou Reed, to kind of came through the doors of the Factory. And I kind of see Mixed Deity as being that same sort of vibe. They are artists coming together and vibing and helping each other create, and losing the egos and just helping each other.
Nice.
So I'm glad we found this. I'm glad you found this new home for it, which I think you'll take it to another level here.
If you didn't have a chance to come down to today's open house, that's okay. We got a little video tour for you.
Space number 1, the party bus. Space number 2.
Open up your heart, what do you feel? Is it real?
Space number 3, the classroom.
But I can't think of a better time
Piece number 4, the cat.
Hold on. Instead of messing with our future, open up inside. Well, hold on. One day you will have to answer to the children of the sky.
Oh, that's probably
I was stranded, left all alone. My team left me behind. But it wasn't done yet. Now we have to find out who did this. Fortunately, I'm a genius. My only chance. And I fix my spaceship. And then I'll fly back, kick some booties.
Oh, the mics are picking up. I know, dude. I was listening to everything.
open it up and start collecting points. It's just that easy.
It's thrilling.
The Media Café by Mixed Deity presents. It's Takeover Tuesday, one live from the Media Café in Little 5 Points. This week, welcome to the Media Café.
If you have been to my channel before, you know that.
Ah, there we are. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Brandon, hi. Welcome. Can you hear me okay? I know you do.
Another day in paradise. How's it going?
Another day in paradise. How's it going, Brandon? How are you?
Today started a little bumpy, but as the day went on, things just fell into place
Nice.
and just got better and better. And now I just feel relaxed. That video was great. It always is. And I just feel ready to take on the whole day.
Well, I hope that my day follows your day because my morning has been a tech shit show from hell and I'm just grumpy as fuck and I haven't had any breakfast. But you know what? It's not about me. It's about Mixed Deity and it's about this awesome community and this awesome shit that we're doing. So why don't we just hop right into it? I'm going to do my damn job and tell you about what's going on. Should we kick it off?
Sure.
Graphics or something?
You need what? Yes. What graphic would you like? Would you like?
Background graphic. What happened to that one?
Who knows? It's
there you go. That's a good start. I like that one. What about like
Yeah.
a little I don't know, something like a watermarky thing, some Media Café.
Okay.
Or something. That's a good one too. Yeah. So Mixed Deity presents Takeover Tuesday live. So I was queuing up some music. Speaking of tech fiascos, and it's still downloading. Yeah, still the spinning wheel. That was like 10 minutes ago. Anyway, so I'm just gonna beat my own music. Let's get right on into it. All right, everybody. I have an announcement to make. Okay, you ready?
Maybe.
Can you make me big? Oh, okay, that'll do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, welcome to Takeover Tuesday. 5 years ago, I launched quietly an informal social experiment to answer one very burning question that I have been wondering most of my life. If people had unlimited access to create, free from the influence and demands of the money game, what would happen? Well, in late 2019, I signed a lease on my dream venue, a 15,000 square foot, century-old abandoned church that was just right in the heart of Atlanta. And when every venue in the world was shut down a few months later for the global pandemic, I decided to reopen it and just give the space away to anyone in Atlanta who wanted to create something. And I saw it as a chance to get an answer to a question. I thought I'd probably never get another chance to answer that question. What happens if you just give people space to create? Well, I learned three things. One, amazing things happen. Two, people are both the solution and the cause of almost all of the problems that we face in life. And the third thing I learned was that the negative impacts of the money game on our creativity, our identity, our community, and our basic humanity are so much more coercive, manipulative, and destructive to so many more people and in so many more ways than I ever imagined. Anyway, just as our old location was succumbing to the cliche of cartoonishly evil landlord, the Mixed Deity Studios was becoming an ironic yet predictable casualty of the age-old money game versus community that we are all trapped in. A new question started burning in my mind right around that time. How can people escape the money game long enough to explore our humanity? And for this question, the answer hit me instantly. And I realized, well, we can't take a break from the money game unless we're winning. And if we are winning, we have to keep playing because the game never ends. And since money is constantly losing value, the moment we stop playing, we actually start losing. And since money is the metric to measure everything we need in life, everyone is forced to play just to survive while your community is slowly destroyed and if it doesn't play along as well. We all know the money game and what it has done for us, but also what it has done to us. What it has done to our dreams, what it has done to our families, our communities. And yes, if we look closely enough, we're forced to reconcile with what we have let it do to our very humanity. I finally got the answer to my lifelong question. If the mechanisms of a money game can leverage the very nature of a human condition against its own collective humanity and can scale globally, then what we need is a mechanism for community game that can empower the human condition for our collective humanity and also scale globally. the money game isn't the only game in town anymore. If Mixed Deity Studios was a caterpillar in 2020, then we've been in a chrysalis since 2023. But we have transformed in that time. And in 2025, we're stretching out our wings and we're getting ready to fly for the first time. Since you are the wings in this metaphor, I hope that you will join us to make them bigger, brighter, and more colorful than we could have ever imagined. But we don't have to imagine anymore. We're doing it on February 28th. I hope you'll join us. And with that, I'd like to introduce our MC for the afternoon, the latest, greatest, most amazing person you ever know. Everyone's favorite, how do you say it? Everyone's
favorite host.
Everyone's favorite host. I think her catchphrase is something like, well, show me Dan. Something like that. So please welcome to the stage, Just K for real. Get on up here. Take it away, Just K.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
What's
Welcome.
happening on the 28th before you leave?
Oh, well, the 28th is the ground floor gathering. And
Okay.
it's just a kind of a low-key invite.
Invite only.
Mhm.
You know how we do things here.
Well, we got the platform up and ready to go. We got the pitch deck ready to go. But I thought, you know what we should do before we go to these like rich money people and say, hey, do you want to use us to make
What should
money?
we do?
We should go to everyone else first.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we should go to
Let
everybody.
the people use it.
Exactly.
I like
So
that.
we decided ground floor gathering is
Yeah.
a gathering for anybody who wants to be on the ground floor. We're getting ready to launch. We're getting ready to do some really big things. And it's been brewing for a while. And I thought, you know what? We need to give priority to the people first.
I love that.
Let's see how much we can get done with the community before we start even talking to these money people.
You heard it here first. If you want to be the wings to make it bigger and brighter and help us fly and soar, then join us here on the 28th for the ground floor gathering. And as long as you have an invite, bring it.
It's really great that y'all are spreading your wings and flying. Is there a time that goes with this date, or should people show up at midnight and wait?
All on the discovery board, baby.
Okay, so we'll get to that today.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna go over some events in a bit.
So Ross gonna let us know what the events. That was a good question, B. What's going on, family? My name is Just K for real, as I say quite so often and quite so well, if I do say so myself, everybody's favorite host. Today, I'm here to bring you some more champions week by week. Can I get my name back on there? I just feel special when it says that.
Yeah, give the lady your name.
Yeah, week by week, I've been bringing you the champions, okay? Now, our theme for today is Hard Knocks Fight, which, thanks, Brandon. That was pretty hard. I think that's who made that up. You didn't do that. I'm not giving you the credit if you did. Oh, look at that. He's going to tell you about that later.
Kayla, that was definitely your concept, actually.
Okay, cool.
I
All right.
remember, yeah. Give yourself more credit.
And did. So our theme of today is Hard Knocks Fight. Now, the theme, I guess the way that this blends today is that we're going to meet some people who've had some interactions with some people in the city called a chain gang. But outside of that, midway point in their life or earlier point in their life, whatever that little stop was on the train station, they were able to take their lives and turn it into what they wanted it to be. We are making our lives what we want to be today. But we have a couple of outliers from that theme too. So I'm excited to bring the Hard Knocks fighting along with the outliers. That's what I'm gonna call y'all, because not everybody fits the theme of being a part of the chain gang and getting out of it. But it's kind of cool to see the other people who we brought to the table today. So without further ado, we're just going to do our Brady Bunch thing. I'm going to kind of go one by one. I'm going to start with my outliers. So those who haven't necessarily been a part of the chain gang, but they have some sort of connection in this. I don't like to spoil it. Spoiler alert, I'm not going to spoil it. So I step on myself. But my first guest I want to bring to the stage, bring me Dr. Kyera, excuse me. Oh, come on, camera on, pretty. Yes, ma'am. Dr. Kyera, how are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I couldn't complain if I tried. I'm so happy that you made it.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad. I could tell you were happy to be here too, because you were like the first girl promoting. Your friends were commenting on your flyer. They were like really tapping in. I'm like, oh, this girl, she's something.
Thank you.
You were
Thank
that
you.
popular, huh?
You said, say that again.
I said you knew you were that popular, huh?
No. I do have a lot of associates though that support me, so I'm appreciative.
I'm grateful that you were able to make it. Just briefly, I'm gonna get into you, but first things first. We talked about our days a little bit. My day has been fantastic. Not to lead you in any direction. I want you to give me your own answer, but I want to know, how are you feeling today?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Got a good workout this AM, been doing a little bit of work, so feeling good today.
Nice. My next question is my final question before I get you to the side, because I'm going to put you to the side before I get you into your 6-minute interview. But I need to know, do you have a reason to smile today?
Yes, every day that we have breath is definitely a reason to smile, because there are some people that don't have the ability of their limbs. So I'm just happy about that.
Well, you already kind of doing it, but as Rock says, that I like to say, show me then. Thank you, Dr. Kyra. We're going to get you to the side. We're going to introduce our next guest and get this
awesome.
together. Yes.
All right, hello.
Yes. So you ready for the next call up? My other outlier guest, bring to the stage Tabby. Do we have Tabby backstage?
Tabby's not backstage. We've got Kay's Cam. If they're there, then they're there, but nobody else is backstage.
Oh, shut up. Okay, cool. That's great too, because we can jump into the interviews. A couple of our guests are coming in person, so we can. I think that's why my phone's ringing. But if that's we're actually going to you, right?
Yeah, I really wish you just the best of luck. You have so many things to get through that even talking about this biography in 6 minutes is going to be incredibly difficult. It'll probably be your greatest challenge yet.
Man, I mean, these are some great folks, man. Did you have a segment before I got into the interviews? I know you're a little ahead of me. I didn't want to speak.
Well, I do have something that's prepared. We were talking about just the hard knocks fight. I really was kind of at the intersection of both of these because I do a lot of community work and activism. I also do a lot of work in the business community. So I really tried to think about for this week, what are some ways to help people who might be rebuilding their life, or they might not have a lot of experience, and they are trying to either integrate with their life and their community, or just get paid to be good at whatever they do. And so I put together a little thing. It is a section from my book. So it's texty, but it is pretty useful. Get paid to get good. Lose, it's merciless. Sports, a video game, you name it, losing rocks your shit. Self-esteem and motivation are a little bit like being tickled. You feel it more when it comes from someone else. There's nothing like hearing someone praise your talent. And if you're not feeling great about where you're at skill-wise, do not just train yourself in isolation. Get paid to get good. You're sorry at a game, the world doesn't care. They just say get good. If you're going to get good, at least get paid. Why spend years perfecting your craft before someone pays you? Confidence can solve this problem for you. Here's a major life hack. It's one of the biggest ones I know. Very few people will say no to new business, which means that whatever industry you want to start in, you can start now, even if you're not world class at it. All you need is the attention span to ask someone else, how can I help your business? And I bet they tell you something that you can do. And you'll improve your skills and get paid as you go. You can partner with somebody who already offers the service you're learning, use their portfolio, use their testimonials, use their client base. And really, for a lot of industries, you can ask, hey, how can I create your core product for you? And a lot of times, they'll teach you. That's just how business has worked for gazillions of years. It's what I'm doing for you right now. And this way, as you improve, you're not just building your skills, but you're building your business. And regardless of whether or not you're bursting with confidence, the key is to dedicate your real time to practicing. Don't think about improving, just devote time to it daily. Every day you focus a little bit on your craft and you focus on appreciating just how far you've come. Track your improvements. Be thankful for them. One of the very best ways to maintain motivation is by keeping a log of your successes. When you look back, you can see how much better you've gotten. You know, even if you're still not quite at that world-class level. A lot of people feel like they're not ready to make a living from their art or their writing or design. They say stuff like, I'm not good enough yet. They look down at their shoes. The gap between being good and world-class is wide, but you can bridge it by getting off your ass and working on it and not waiting for someone to discover you. Even when you know there's room for improvement, just start. I have so many cringe things that are in the public eye right now. Like a mechanic fixing what's out of whack, you've got to recognize where you need to improve, but also just give yourself credit for what you've already done. A lot of the online world is built on salesmanship. If you can communicate your value, your opportunities go up a lot. It's not just about mastering your craft. It's about learning how to sell what you do. And that's a skill worth developing. It opens the door to a lot of good things. And you do not need a lot of overhead to make that happen either. And the best part is it all comes from your brain, whether you're creating content or building partnerships or writing catchy products. Getting paid to get good is about learning how to sell yourself. So, are you ready to put this into action? There are 2 steps. The first step is install WordPress. This is free and easy. You pick a basic theme that focuses on clarity. Step 2, install Fluent Booking. Install Fluent Booking and let potential clients book your services from your page. Don't worry if you feel like this is like a situation where I'm showing you how to draw a horse by telling you. I'm going to go into depth very soon, but I'd love for you to just start right now. Go look up WordPress, fill it out, get it done. If for some reason you can't install Fluent Booking, use You Can Book Me and share what you offer. Create a concise description of your services. Even if you're still learning, you can show some confidence and enthusiasm. What about borrowing testimonials? You can partner with someone who's more experienced than you and use their testimonials while you build your own. Don't have any partners? Open a Google Maps and start calling people. And I am so for real. I'm not kidding at all. And this will let you gain some real world experience and improve your craft and get paid for your time. And if you're worried that these guys are going to ragdoll you around, you can set the meeting day. Say, hey, I'm meeting people in my industry once a week, Monday at 5 p.m. I don't know what time works for you. And you can put together a presentation that's 15 minutes and offer your services. We're going to talk about making that presentation and stuff very soon. But if you find that you are getting all the way through the book and you find that, boy, just nobody believes in anything I'm saying, I'm not good enough. Okay, come back here and get paid to get good and just start getting good. Most of the world will just boot you on your ass. I'm at least telling you, get out here and get paid. Find some competition and beat them is the best advice that I can give you right now.
All right. Now you gave away the farm on that. I don't think I need to hire you anymore. I can pretty much do everything myself.
That's right. You can, next time that this video comes up, you'll have a little bit of extra knowledge.
I'm just going to send this video next time I need to do a job interview. I'll just be like, yeah, here, I got this video from Brandon. I'm just going to send this instead. But there
Absolutely.
You go.
It makes life very, very, very easy. We've got so many guests that came in just in the time that it took for me to do that chapter out of my book that I want to really let them on the stage. Yeah. Let's talk more.
Introduce. Get up on in here. Where you at? Oh, so for those who don't know, the Media Cafe is a hybrid. I gotta do a quick 60-second pitch. So make me big real quick for a second if you can.
All right.
Yeah, not like the whole thing, just big-ish.
Here we go. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, like that. I just want everybody to be here. Come on.
Oh man, y'all know I'm going off on y'all in my head right now.
So what? If not everybody already knows this, so let me lay this out there real quick. The Media Cafe is a hybrid space. So we have you can join us live or you can join us in person virtually or in person for pretty much anything we do. So
So,
we have guests that are actually here, and we have virtual.
Put neither phone on shit and record nothing.
All that good stuff. Okay, I'm going to hand it over now to Kay, because Kay is greeting guests that are showing up in person and guests that are virtual, and I'm just going to hand it back to you. Okay, get on with your best self.
Yeah, my bad self indeed. Because I'm about to, y'all know I'm cuss, and I'm about to cut it. Hey, Tabby, Cooley Slim, can you mute your mic? Because we can hear everybody in the world. Or can we mute him, Brendan? Thank y'all for making it. Shout out to Dr. Kyra, because baby, my girl is on time. My girl was promoting. Listen, you my number one today. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, so while I have y'all in, let's get Cooley. You need to go in and out. You want me to get you in and out of here? Because I think you at work. Can you hear me?
Cooley is muted. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get
what's going on?
Cooley Slim on the screen. Have mercy. Woo.
Hey.
Make him bigger than me. I don't need to show my face because I'm gonna be looking at y'all funny. Cooley Slim, what's going on, brother?
Cooling.
I'm glad that you could make it, even though you are at work. I appreciate y'all time. I appreciate y'all just making time for this section of the day. Listen, hello, brother. We got people coming into the space. We're gonna have you come up in just a moment too, okay? So Cooley Slim, this is your intro before we get into the interviews, but we want to make sure that the family knows who you are. So first things first, I'm all flustered. Dude, how are you feeling today? That's what I asked. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling excellent, man. Excellent.
I love that. Listen, he started out good. Look, that sky behind you looks excellent too. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
So do you have a reason to smile today? You know how I go. You know my style. Do you have a reason to smile today?
Oh yeah, I definitely got a reason to smile. See another day. I'm breathing. And God guided me in the right direction. So you know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I'm smiling today.
Amen. Well, you know what I'm gonna say next. Show me then. Thank you, sir. So I'm gonna put you to the side before we get into your 6-minute interview, but I gotta get Tabby up on the screen. Welcome up, Tabby.
Hey yo, what's going on?
Come on, you came with the microphone. Oh, I feel away.
Hey,
I feel away. I had to get right.
No, I didn't know how it was gonna play out, so I just connected all my shit together just to see what's going on.
You did exactly what you were supposed to do. You holding me to a high standard. I had to get right, so I'll get left. How you feeling today, Tabby?
I feel blessed. I feel good. Had a long night, and I feel great still. I have a lot of energy. I feel great.
Nice. You made that art behind you?
Yeah, both of the pieces I made them.
I'm gonna tell some people about you. That's how I ain't gonna get into it. Do you have a reason to smile today?
I do. I woke up this morning, saw my cousins, went to the studio yesterday. It was fun, and just got tapped back into my source and who I am, and understanding how much I can do and how much I'm present to being able to help people.
Come on then. Well, show me then. Let me see some. Yeah. And last but not least, the last person I have to bring to the table before we get into our interviews, Willie C. Harrison Jr. Come on up, brother. You all the way in the back throwing up the peace signs. I know what you do. You know what I'm saying? No, hey. How are you? Come on up.
I'm all right. How you doing? Who we talking to?
We about to get you on the camera.
Okay, Tabby.
Yes.
Okay, Tabby. Gotta have your name.
Yes, Zersky.
Yes, we got Willie C. Harrison Jr. in the place to be. Now, listen, I'm just giving them a little brief interlude into you. So the first question is, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great every day and every way.
Come on, that's straight to the point.
Straight to the point.
Do you have a reason to smile today?
Every day I'm alive.
Come on.
I'm alive and I feel good. Hey, I'm proud to be here and try to inspire everybody else to what I got to tell them.
Amen. You pitching with us today, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so show me then. You got a reason to smile. Let me see some.
There we go.
Yes, thank you, brother.
Me and my brother, my older brother back here.
So we're gonna get into your interview last before we move into the next segment.
Okay.
So I'm getting to these interviews first. You got Tabby on the screen. That's cool. Let's get Tabby up here. Let's get him in the hot seat. Yes. Let's get his name on the screen so we know he.
Yes, Zersky.
Yes, Tabby, first and foremost, let the people know, who are you professionally?
My name is Tabby. I'm from California, born and raised, live in Atlanta. I work with producing, engineering, and paintings. If you can't
Oh,
tell it
okay.
back there, and I'm transitioning to being a rapper.
Transition to be a rapper. What made you want to get to the rapping side?
It's always been a passion of mine to start doing that. I've always felt like I'm not doing more with my gifts than I should be. So I'm just transitioning and trying to do more with it. I'm still gonna make beats and still gonna make music and produce, but I just want to have the rapping part of it under my belt.
Would you ever sing? Get your Drake on?
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet, but I'll get back to you when I finally feel into that void.
Okay. So you already let us know what you do. So you're an artist in multiple ways, right?
Right.
Why?
Why?
Mm-hmm.
I've always been drawn to it, you know. Every time I would do anything in my life, I always come back to either music or painting, and I never stopped pursuing that. I mean, there are multiple times where I just wanted to stop and just do something else and stop doing it. In fact, honestly, this week I found a scripture that made me come back to it a little more seriously. And it talked about the many talents. If God gives you 5 talents, it's your obligation to make it 15. And God will settle for 6, but you got to do something with them. So that kind of sparked like, get up off your ass and use your shit.
That part, you gotta do what you can with the few so he can trust you with the more.
Right.
Ooh, I was just about to say, like, what's something that motivates you when you feel like you want to stop? So would you say specifically you go the scripture route, or do you have other ways to get yourself back?
I have multiple ways. One way is scriptures, the other way is just listening to music. A quick little run outside will spark the brain saying, okay, this is easy, I can do this. I'm just overthinking it and get out of my head, get out of my way, and just focus on what's in front of me, which is the present. And just being thankful and about what I'm doing. Because there are some times where, like, when we're making things and we're trying to create and do more with ourselves, we always forget like the accomplishments that we've done. Like somebody could like write a song and like they forgot they wrote like a small part of it, but even then they still took the time to like learn how to write a better song. Just being a little more appreciative and to love and honor yourself as you take those steps further to where you're going.
So when or how often are you creating?
Almost every day.
That's icy. Why you laugh at that? Why did you laugh at that answer?
Because I am at work or I am like sitting here either writing a song, making a beat, listening to different music, learning different sounds, or relearning how to paint, because I feel like I lost that too, but that's something that's need to be rehashed and polished.
Facts. That's cool. How do you even get the time? Like, how do you manage? That's one of the things that I struggle with is like, when do I give myself the time to do this?
I just do it. Like sometimes if it's like right in front of me, I'll just see it and like, all right, I'm just gonna do it. Or I schedule everything and just match it in my day. Like if I can't move to my computer, but I have like a manifestation board right here. And I just write down all the things I want to do, and then I'll like cross off the list of all the things I do. Like workout, cross, record, cross, read and study, cross, and just keep going.
Where are you typically creating, and where should we be looking for your art?
I create usually at home. I'm branching out. I did go out yesterday and went to the studio and record a little bit just to be present. And all my stuff is on streaming platforms like Spotify, Apple, Tidal.
What are we typing in to find you on all streaming platforms? And can we put that name back up there? Let's leave their names up there. We want the people to know.
Yeah. Just put in Tabby, TAABI, and that should just pop up. That's pretty much where you can find me at.
Cool. Do you prefer people to contact you via Instagram or your phone number or email? And if they're contacting you, why should they be contacting you? Like what for? I know I'm getting beats, but what are we reaching out for?
You can reach me on Instagram or my phone number. Either or, it doesn't matter. Connection is key. And pretty much you can, if you're needing anything like beats or production or like some mixing work, I'm open to helping you with that.
Okay.
And if anything, sparking some ideas. I am trying to like push and do more like designing too. So like I would like to know and get to know people who's in that same space, and we can create something together.
Designing. What do you mean by that?
I'm not wearing it. I have like a small clothing line I'm just messing around with just to add on to the artistry.
Okay. So you'll make somebody's merch?
Yeah. Or whichever, or collaborations.
Okay, or collab on it. Cool. And I already asked you if you have a reason to smile. Let the people know one more time who you are, just all together. I am this person. This is why you're looking for me, and this is where you find me.
Oh. I am Tabby. You can find me via Instagram or on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, or Tidal. It doesn't matter. I'm all over, and I'm thankful to be here and blessed to be seeing a lot of smiley faces.
Thank you, Tabby. You did good. You was nervous for what? We had a good time. Next up, coming to the stage, we got Cooley Slim. Let's get into it.
Yeah,
and Tabby was one of my
on?
outliers here. So I mentioned our theme of today is Hard Knocks Fight, right? And so Tabby was one of my outliers, as well as Dr. Kyera is one of my outliers for today. But she kind of still goes into the thing. We're going to talk about it when we get there. But Tabby's an outlier just with he didn't have anything to do with the chain gang theme of the day and making something out of what would seem like nothing. But y'all have so much more to offer. But he also comes in with the music aspects and the production and the artistry. But Cooley Slim is coming in with the theme with the Hard Knocks Who Fight. What's going on, brother?
What's going on with you? Hi, everybody. How y'all doing?
I couldn't complain if I tried. Thanks for asking.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna ask you very similar questions. I'm gonna ask everyone very similar questions. You cool with that?
That's cool. Let's get it.
We talk professionally when I ask you these questions. So Cooley Slim, professionally, who are you?
Okay, professionally, my name is Cooley Slim. I'm an artist. I'm a CEO of a label, founder of a label.
Come on.
And it's basically, just doing, focusing on entertainment and doing everything. So, that's what basically I'm doing, but I'm basically doing music right now.
Okay, I was about to say, what do you do? So let's refocus that one. I'm basically doing music right now. What do you do? Specifically, you have some things that you're working on and some projects that are coming up. So let's talk about that.
Well, yeah, I got a project coming up. I also do like production. So I'm putting together a federal comedy tour.
That's Tabby's details at the bottom.
With a few people that, that I linked up with they was actually locked up in the feds with me. And, we had came together and said that, when we get out, we was going to link up and put something together that worked for all of us. So once we got out, we linked up with everybody and everything. We came up with the Federal Comedy Tour. This is the third annual one. And the first one was in St. Louis.
Come on. So the second one, what day is that going to be?
The third annual one's going to be March 22nd.
And it's here in Atlanta, huh?
Yep.
Come on.
At the DNJ Lounge.
Okay.
He's on the east side.
I know y'all have a product that y'all are going to be talking or dropping this evening too. X the Flair jumped up real fast. He like, hold on. Y'all ask Cooley Slim what he doing. Let me tell y'all about something that he doing.
I was going to ask you too.
Yeah. I was about to bring that up too. Do
you do comedy too?
Huh?
Do you do comedy too?
No, I don't do comedy. I'm just putting it together.
Okay.
As
I
far
was
as
saying
like,
Cooley Slim. I was like, Cooley Slim looked like somebody that just roast you.
He
just
do.
roast you on the spot.
That ATL uncle.
no, man, I just play the background. I play the background role.
Yeah. But what's happening, everybody? You know,
Don't take over yet though. You got your own take. Look, that's the flag got the takeover tonight. We gonna get there.
I wanted to mention it. You know what I'm saying?
Look, he
we got
ready to
the
take
takeover
over
tonight. You feel me? Big takeover.
That's all right. That's all right. We gonna get you there. You gonna take all the way over. Back to Cooley Slim. But let's mention, y'all have a music video that y'all dropping tonight. Tell me the name of the song. What we looking forward to this evening?
It's called
it's called Open Casket. Oh, you gonna represent Flair? Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I was just waiting because it's just like a little delay. You know what I'm saying? So I was waiting for it. I was waiting to hear you. But yeah, it's called Open Caskets.
I know all about it. We're on a schedule.
You know what I'm saying?
You'll get a surprise. Don't give away the
yeah,
whole
we
farm.
can't
Don't
give
let
out.
them
Yeah,
all
we
know
can't.
about it.
We
It's a big
can't give
secret.
out.
It's a
You know, I
secret.
wasn't gonna give it all out. I wasn't gonna give it all out. You know, I was gonna save it for the. You know what I'm saying, for the main stage.
Okay, so Open Caskets is coming to us tonight.
Music video dropping. Music video dropping. You know what I'm saying? All that air. You know, produced by. I directed it. You know what I'm saying? Rock helped me out with the.
It's a collaborative.
Aesthetics. You feel me? A collaborative of us as members here. You know what I mean? But.
Anywho, back to Cooley Slim. You let us know what you do. Why do you do what you do? So you mentioned like you're even coming together with people who you were in the feds with doing these comedy tours. You're collaborating with other individuals who've had that same experience and doing this music. Why and what even got you started with becoming an artist to begin with?
Hold up, because you were breaking up. I couldn't really hear you.
Why did you start doing music?
Oh, I started doing music. This is what made me start doing music, right? You know, I might show my age, but I ain't tripping. But you know, I was always listening to hip hop. I was always listening to hip hop, right?
Mm-hmm.
But once I listened to it, I heard it on the East Coast. I always tell people this, you know what I'm saying, when they ask me why do I do music? Well, I do music because when I heard it on the East Coast, I heard it. When it came to the West Coast, I paid attention to it. But when it came to the South, I fell in love with it. And that's what made me start, you know what I'm saying, really like doing it, like doing music. But me being an impatient person that I am back in the days, you know what I'm saying, when I was younger, you know, I was real impatient and didn't take steps on trying to grow with my music. You know what I'm saying? If it didn't happen right then and there, you know what I'm saying, I'm back jumping, doing all kind of other stuff in the street. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I really focused on in 2020 when I got out of the feds, when I got out of federal prison. And I've been doing it professionally since then.
I love that. And we always have that conversation, that patience is a virtue conversation. You be like, my daddy told me that. And that was the name of your album when I first met you.
Yeah.
So I love that. I love when you mention that. It's always like, oh yeah, Cooley Slim. He knows about some patience and learning to take your time. Would you say that was a large barrier that you had to overcome, learning to be patient?
Yes, it definitely was.
Yeah. So
I ain't had to do it then.
Okay, listen. Look, it works though. So when do you create? How often? Yeah, when do you take time to create?
I'm just like my boy right here who just came up before me. You know what I'm saying? I be at work creating and home creating, always thinking of ideas to try to move to the next level in the music and entertainment.
Yeah, because one thing about Cooley Slim, he gonna have a show. Cooley Slim gonna be booked and busy somewhere, man. He stays somewhere. Look,
already
for him to find out what I said, but y'all hear me. You got a little delay on your end, but it's cool. So where can we find and where should we be looking for you? I know we mentioned the federal comedy tour, we mentioned the music drop-in. Where should we be looking for Cooley Slim next?
Well, you can look me at on Instagram at I am Cooley Slim. You can look up me on the link tree. I got all my links, you know what I'm saying, as far as my music and videos and everything. And you can just basically, you know, seeing a lot from the label. I forgot the name. The name of my label. The name of my label is Top Notch Organized Entertainment. TKONT. And that's what I'm basically doing right now. You know, just focusing on doing shows and doing everything that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did a lot of work last year, like, you know, just popping out, performing, you know what I'm saying, putting other stuff together. But now I'm focusing on things that make sense, moves that make sense.
And what's the best form of or point of contact for you? And why should people be reaching out for you? What do you want them to reach out for?
I want you to reach out for me because, you know, I like real talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I just feel like I got an eye for it and know what's going on, you know what I'm saying, as far as a real good artist, no matter if it's a rapper, singer, you know what I'm saying, or even the actor or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like I got an eye for it. So that's why I feel like you need to get in touch with me. You know what I'm saying? It's starting on the ground up right now, but you know, people grow together, you know what I'm saying? We can make something happen.
All right,
I'm
trying to get signed. What it look like? Sign me. Can I got real talent. Can I come?
Hey, I got you, Jay. Yeah, you already know, Kay. You might be the first lady at TKO.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Cooley Slim. I appreciate you. One final time, let the people know I am this person. This is why you should look for me, and this is how you reach me.
Okay, my name is Cooley Slim, and the reason why you should reach me because I'm also not I'm also a, you know what I'm saying, like I said, on production, use production and everything. I'm also a good person all around though, you know what I'm saying? Good people, good vibe, you know what I mean? And you know, I just like to hear the truth and I like to see people win. I like to see my people win. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why you can, like I said, you can reach me at I am Cooley Slim on IG. You can reach me at Cooley Slim on YouTube, or you can hit my link tree at Cooley Slim.
Thank you, Cooley Slim. I appreciate you. Next up to the hot seat.
I appreciate you.
I feel like we doing pretty good. I don't feel like I'm sticking to the 6 minutes, but I had such a good time talking to y'all. I don't know how to act. But Dr. Kyra, come on up into my hot seat, sister. You've been ready. Oh, I've been ready for you. Brandon mentioned this bio. He's like, how you gonna get through this in 6 minutes? But we're gonna do our very best. You feeling good still?
Yes, I'm feeling good. Thanks for asking.
If you can adjust your phone and rotate it, we'll be able to see more of your screen.
Just sideways.
Like this?
Yeah, but you got to turn the auto rotate thing, you know, so your screen rotate. You know how on your phone you drop the menu down and
yes. Oh, okay. Yes, thank you. I'm like,
you like a button in here, but
there we go.
Yes. All right,
Awesome.
Dr. Kyra, professionally, let the people know, who are you?
Yes. Well, thank you for having me today. I'm Kyra Ofwani. I am a nonprofit and civil rights attorney, speaker, and author. My husband and I have our own law firm, Ofwani Legal Group. So we help nonprofits and ministries basically take their business to the next level, stay in legal compliance, and then help them with funding as well.
Yes, and you coast to coast a little bit right now because you're in Texas, right? But
yes,
we got you here in Atlanta.
Yes, so we do a lot of business in Texas, in Georgia, DC, California. Those are kind of like our main states. In Alabama, we've been getting a lot of clients in Alabama recently, but those are like the main states that we work with. But I lived in Atlanta for a period of time, so definitely have a couple of nice contacts there.
Nice. Do you miss Atlanta at all?
Not particularly, not particularly. It's good to visit family and everything like that, but it's so packed there. It's like driving is just, it's a lot.
Texas, the one time I went there, I was like, wow, it is bigger here. That was the first thing
Yeah.
I noticed. Like the roads felt wider.
Yes, yeah. They have a like very multiple lanes on the highway, and most things you can get to by street, but in Atlanta it's almost like you have to get on the highway to go places, otherwise it takes forever. But yeah, definitely love Atlanta though.
Nice.
And my own stepmother's family is based in Denton, Texas,
Oh,
and there's a
nice.
lot of driving in that state as well. You're driving to get anywhere.
Uh-huh. Definitely.
So you got us into what you do. Tell us a little bit about why you decided to take this route.
Yes, so I've known that I wanted to be an attorney since I was very young, but really a lot of it came from just growing up, seeing a lot of inequalities. I grew up in Wisconsin, so I was around a lot of different type of cultures, and so it was very clear the imbalance. And so I saw that. Whenever encountering attorneys or even seeing it on TV, that was a route to help people. And so I kind of chose that very young, not necessarily knowing I was going to go into civil rights or nonprofit. But as I got older, I essentially realized that there are very few people that choose to maintain or keep the nation. Most people like to be, entertained or like living a soft life, not necessarily recognizing the work that needs to be done for those equalities. And so I took on that challenge to make sure that our community particularly doesn't get caught in the crossfire of not having their equal rights.
Yeah, she said, I'm going to be the change that I wish to see. I love that. Brandon,
Yes,
let's keep
ma'am.
Dr. Kyra's name on there too. We need to know who the people are. That she definitely ain't Cooley. Say, no, I'm just kidding.
Thank you. Yes, it's up there.
This question is, when do you practice, or how often?
So I would say it's ongoing. So my husband and I have our own firm, so it's pretty flexible as far as like, when the work is being done per se, but we always have consistent clients, so we kind of balance it. But I also have a young son, so we do homeschooling. And so I'm able to just balance, teaching him during the day, but also working through clients and having different nonprofit events. I think our weekends are definitely full with a lot of service things. We call it service Saturdays, where we generally are doing things around environmental justice and food distributions and things like that. And so it's pretty much all the time.
All the time, for sure. All of y'all don't stop working. I love that for us.
Yes.
Y'all gonna make it happen. I just love to know that I know y'all. So I can touch base. What you say? You got some good contacts. I want to know.
Yes.
I got a good contact. So I know you mentioned earlier the areas that you're in, but the next question is, where does this happen?
Yeah, so really the cool thing about being a nonprofit and civil rights attorney, you can really practice anywhere for the most part. A lot of times I don't generally have to go to court or litigate. It's mainly helping people with their business. Well, especially when it's nonprofit, it's mainly just helping people with their business structure, strategic planning, grant funding, and different things of that nature. So that allows me to help those groups all over the US, but also globally. Because like I said, it's not a lot of like particular litigation. But when it comes to civil rights, you would think that you go to court a lot as well, but generally if you hit someone with a demand letter, like even potentially making it seem as though they have engaged in some type of discrimination, most companies don't even want to go the risk of having that publicized. So it's usually easy to settle something and have some type of agreement where, and get that matter handled. It's very rare that you're actually going to court when it comes to like some of the things that I'm practicing. So yeah, we're able to service all over, but we're living here in Texas right now. We definitely love clients in DC and Georgia, California. It just really depends on where you're at, but we definitely love to kind of circulate, because ultimately we all as a community should be on one page as far as our strategic plan on how we're building the nation. And so being able to touch different areas of the United States helps communicate that message to the community on what we need to be doing to make sure that we're whole.
Nice. Listen, I want to ask you this before I move to the next question. You have a lot going on, and it's pretty much all in your own control. How do you structure work-life balance?
That's an amazing question. I would say that so it's very much a work in progress. There is so much to be done. And so there is a time to work and a time to play, but right now it's a time to work. And
Yeah.
so I'm not necessarily as much focused on the work-life balance as much in this particular season. However, I do try to take out Sundays, like if I get out after church and things like that, take that time to just like relax and things of that nature. A lot of times I do morning walks prior to work. And so those are usually my time of just like getting my mind right and things like that. But when you have a baby and a business,
Okay.
that work-life balance is a work in progress.
Okay. Do you ever have to force yourself to sit down? Like, girl, just relax.
Definitely
Yeah.
have to because you could just work all the time. Like I said, there's always something to be done. So some days I do like have to close the screen the same amount that I try to like have my son have limited screen time. I'm trying to practice that with myself of just like not being on my computer or my phone all of the time all day.
Nice. How can you be contacted, and why should people contact you? What are you looking forward to when people are reaching out?
Yes, absolutely. So there are a couple things. Well, first, people can contact me on Instagram at Dr. Kai Ofwani or our website, ofwanilegalgroup.com. Those would be the best ways. I would say, as far as why they should contact me, really for two different things, depending on the nature of their life right now. If you're looking for more charitable things and to build with your community, we do have a nonprofit, Freedom Together Coalition, and we have a coalition of nonprofits geared towards self-determination, Black liberation, and circulating the dollar. So essentially, we have 9 committees, and depending on the mission of your committee or the mission of your nonprofit would depend on the committee that you're on. But we essentially share resources, grants, and do programming together so that we have greater impact. So if you're a nonprofit looking to collaborate more, that is one way. But if you're also just looking to grow your business or get funding in general, you want to be able to add God into your business plan, we're definitely here to help you with your legal compliance, make sure that your 501c3 status is in order, and that you have a diverse funding portfolio. So those would be reasons why you should contact our firm.
Yes, I want to call you right now. I need to go to I should go to your website and I can find all of these things.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And then also on social media, if you look us up on social media, we're very good about responding to DMs or you're able to see like videos. We try to post educational videos on our Instagram and on our TikTok, just like giving you your nonprofit or your law tip of the day for groups to be able to. And then if you subscribe to the website, we do send out newsletters just giving out updates on nonprofit law and just different things like that to help groups.
Yes, Dr. Kyra, you on point, girl. Listen, I'm ready to pull my phone out. So one final time before I let you go, let the people know who you are, what you do, and why they should be reaching out to you.
Yes.
And how.
And you said, and how?
Yes.
Okay, yes, I'm Kyra Ofwani. I'm a nonprofit and civil rights attorney. If you are looking to make an impact in your community legally and with funding, make sure that you contact our firm, Ofwani Legal Group. You can find me on Instagram at Dr. Kai Ofwani, or really on all social media platforms, or you can visit our website, ofwanilegalgroup.com.
Thank you so much, girl. I'm about to get everybody over there to you. We're all around nonprofits, so you're a super resource. I'm glad you were able to come and just hang out with us for a little bit.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. What kind of nonprofits do you usually work with? Says the little 5 points.
Yeah, so there's really a variety. Environmental justice, social justice, there's arts groups. It really just depends. But yeah, there's such a variety from civil rights to criminal justice to food distribution, food pantries, a plethora of them.
Nice. Shout out to the questions. Yes, they tuning in. We love that. So I'm gonna free you from the hot seat, Dr. Kyra, but stick around as long as you can. We're gonna eventually open up the platform for the family to talk. But last but not least, I gotta bring up Willie C. Harrison Jr. Pull up on me. Look, he brought the whole family in here too. I'm not gonna lie to you. So we're getting into your interview, but after your interview, we have a couple more segments, and then we'll get you into the pitch gauntlet. What time is it? Ooh. Oh, it's almost 4. Okay, it's almost time for the pitch gauntlet. So after this, yes. Willie C. Harrison Jr., how are you today? You let us know.
I'm all right. I'm doing well every day and every way.
Listen, we met you in a crazy way too. You was our miracle driver one night.
Exactly.
You saved us in the snow.
Exactly. Save you in the snow.
For real. So the question number 1 is, who are you, Willie C. Harrison Jr., professionally?
Professionally, I am big on filming people that have been incarcerated for a long period of time, trying to actually share their story and having a voice. Because when I was incarcerated, and let you know, I did 21 years in prison. You know, when I came home, I never had a voice. I never had an opportunity. I never was given a chance to even express my empathy or my sympathy about what I'd done to where I went to go who I need to become.
Come on. So you're getting it on tape.
Exactly. So that's the beginning of the life story of ex-cons of Atlanta. What are they doing now?
Nice. So that's kind of getting me already into my next question, which is, what do you do? So you mentioned the film, you mentioned the ex-cons of Atlanta. Let's get a little deeper. What do you do?
Okay, what do I do? What I have done, rather.
Okay.
What I've done was, I have started a production. I already got it, trademark, copyright, whatever. And I came up with, who were you before you done what you did to go where you've been? And these are people that have been incarcerated, and it's like, let's start filming you and give you an opportunity to share your story of who you want to be.
Yeah.
Who you want to be. I want to be a lawyer, doctor, back in the days, police officer.
Okay.
I want to be a police officer. I want to be a firefighter. When we're going to school, whatnot. But if that's the case, let's film you from that perspective. But what drove you to go what you done as far as in going to prison? And that's what happened to me. I wanted to be a lawyer because I can speak. I can speak. I have a get the gab, and I know that. And and I wanted to speak. I'm gonna be a lawyer. My mama always told me that. She said, "Junior, you're gonna be a lawyer." But yeah, I thought I was, but table had turned, and I ended up incarcerated for like 21 years. But while I was in prison, I still knew I had that gift to become a lawyer, helping people to become, looking at their cases, doing things and helping them become better than what they are, regardless of where you at.
Come on.
And that's the importance of our situation in life, especially no matter where you at, in prison or out here. You got to still realize your importance, your value, your worth.
Speaking
so
of
that you can know where it is that you need to go in order to achieve what you're trying to get. So that's just life.
Speaking of knowing your worth and your value, you keep just navigating me into the next questions. I love it. Listen, you can speak. We might have to let you take over as the host of the show.
No.
Listen, so you mentioned a few of these, but there's a quote that says, when you think about quitting, remember why you started. What would you say is your ultimate why? What's your major why?
Say it again. Why I quit to
when
start?
You think about quitting, remember why you started.
Let me tell you something. And I have a friend, real close friend, and and we always talking. And I don't believe in quitting. I mean, I can't see life as quitting. Because I was raised from a mother to where she always told me, Junior, she called me Junior. Junior, you know what I'm saying? We don't give up. We don't give up.
Yes.
You keep going, regardless of your obstacles, your challenges, your hurdles, whatever. You got to continue to go over them. I think everybody in life always thought about quitting. I think every human being always thought about quitting.
For sure. At some point.
If you have a drive, if you have a goal, if you have a mission, guess what? In the back of your mind, subconsciously, it will push you to keep going.
Ooh.
Regardless of how you feel, what you're going through, you're going to continue to, you know what, hold on a little bit. And I tell someone, I say, you know what, you got to hold on to something in life.
Mm-hmm.
You got to hold on to something in life. You got to hold on to something in life, because if you don't, you'll let go of everything.
You gotta have your why.
You gotta exactly.
You gotta have your why.
You
So
gotta
your
have
why is your mama, and you on a mission.
I'm on a mission.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm on a mission.
So where does this happen? Where are you filming Ex-Cons of Atlanta? Where is it going up? I know you mentioned.
Well, we started. I'm from Sandy Springs in Atlanta, Georgia, and it started in my in a condo. We started filming there, but then I started realizing that if you have a goal or a dream, and what do you want to be, we film from what it is that you want to be. Say a doctor's office, or say a police officer.
That's
because
nice.
you can go on YouTube and you can see Ex-Cons of Atlanta, and you'll see a guy that got a police outfit on because he wanted to be a police officer, but he went to prison for life. He's out right now, and so I wanted people to understand that, like I said, who are you before you done what you did to go where you've been? Who are you? I mean, what do you want to do? You know, who you want to be.
And let me show you.
Exactly. Let me show you, so that you won't be stereotypically looked at as a bad person, because we all are. If you go to prison, you look at it as a bad person automatically. You look at it as a bad person. You look at it as a person that's not now once you're free, a law-abiding citizen, because you are. You are a law-abiding citizen now.
Some of the best people in history have been to jail or been to prison. Number one, Martin Luther King. We talk about him all the time. Nelson Mandela. Come on, like
Malcolm X.
Jesus. Come on, everybody been locked up.
Exactly.
So listen, you can't count somebody out just by that one experience.
Exactly.
So before I get you out of the hot seat and we get you into the pitch gauntlet, how can people contact you, and why should they be reaching out? What are you looking for?
You contact me. You can contact my phone number. I don't mind. 470-553-7283. And I think you should contact me because
Can you give that number again? Because I don't want to put up the wrong one. Is it
470-553-7283?
That's what I thought it was.
And then Ex-Cons of Atlanta with the letter X, like she got on the screen, of Atlanta at gmail.com.
Nice.
At gmail.com.
So should they be reaching out? They want to be featured on the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we'll go from there, and we'll talk about their life story. But typically it's PTSD. And I'm extremely and vitally important. It's vitally important that we understand PTSD and mental health. And being in prison is serious.
It's traumatizing.
And coming home is very, very extremely traumatizing. So, and the importance of it is that we have to understand that when you come home, you have to understand that you're going to go through even more. We try to get acclimated back into society.
Yes.
It's hard. It's real. It was hard for me. You need support. You need substance. To help you to get where you're trying to go if you have a vision.
Are you offering support?
Exactly. I'm offering support, but you got to have a vision. If you don't have a vision, then they don't need to come home. Don't need to come home, because guess what? It start where you at. I went to prison for what I done, yes, but for who I need to become.
Come on.
That's what's important. That's what's important. I had to become someone better than what I went in than that I wasn't. So that's important. So that's what I have to offer, man. That's what I want to give people and let people understand that when you contact me, we're going to sit down, we're going to talk, we're going to see what we got to do. We're going to see how we can get some help, and I'm big on helping the youth. I'm big on helping the homeless people. I'm real big on helping, because I serve a lot in this Atlanta area, helping homeless people. Because they need help, they need support. Every day I'm helping somebody to get where they're trying to go, and that's what's important.
So one final time before I free you from the hot seat and get you into the pitch gauntlet, let the people know who you are, what you do,
how they should reach out to you and why they should be reaching out to you.
Willie C. Harrison Jr. Also, I have a book. I brought it for you.
Thank you.
I brought a book. I don't know. I might need to pull it up. Let them see it.
We can put it up in the pitch gauntlet.
Yeah, let them see it.
Okay.
You know, the book is called They Gave Him Life. They Gave Him Life.
They gave him life. Okay.
Come on, book.
So
They
Willie
Gave
C.
Him Life
Harrison Jr.
from ex-con to ex-con. You can go anywhere on Google. Pull it up. Willie C. Harrison Jr.
Mhm.
You know, you can reach me out 470-553-7283, exconsofAtlanta@gmail.com. And I'm here to support everybody and family to help them to understand. Oh, I forgot about that. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. And I have a business called We Go Hard on the Yard, you know, home improvement, and that's what we do.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really wanting to help family members, to help their loved ones, to help them to get acclimated back into society, because they have to put their life to a side to actually help you get your life back acclimated. And that's hard. And that's what I want to be able to help the families and whoever got loved ones incarcerated do.
I love it.
That's what I want to do.
Thank you, Willie C. Harrison Jr. Listen, you over here dropping poetry ball. You're going to have to do the poetry book next.
I got a poetry.
Oh, come on. So I'm going to let you have one more seat. I'm going to do X the Flair. You're going to be my final interview because I'm waiting. I need Rock to execute the pitch gauntlet. So, Amelia, do you mind grabbing Rock? We're going to do your 6 questions, and then I'm going to let them know that you're doing the takeover as well. And yeah, just 6 questions and done. Look, he's scared of my hot seat. Come on. It ain't that hot. It ain't that hot. All right, we're going to do them real quick because we're going to be trying to find Rock. All right, you're good. Cool, ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, thank you all for joining us today for Takeover Tuesday. This has been our pre-show, and we're going to switch into our game show in just a moment. You've met so many great faces this evening. I told y'all every week I'm bringing in the champions, and my final champ to introduce to you is X the Flair.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
So
Jessica.
we're going to speed through it, okay? You ready for me? X the Flair, who are you professionally?
Professionally, I am a visionary.
Oh, okay. That was straight to the point. I love it. Professionally, a visionary. What do you do?
I create. I try to maximize my productivity and the visions that I want to create and create for other people. You know, I'm a videographer. I'm an artist, overall artist. I'm a musician, writer, songwriter, you know, rapper, singer, you know what I mean? Because I was raised.
Don't tell me because yet. Don't tell me because. Look, because the next question is why do you do what you do? So now say it.
Why do I do what I do? Is because I feel like I do what I do because I feel like it's a greater cause. Like music and creativity and art will connect and influence people in a way that other things really can't. That's right. So
it's right here.
So if you need, like, one of the main ways to kind of help people get through situations is to have somebody talk them through it. And that's kind of like what music does for you, even if it helps you vent, even if it helps you just get it out. Like everything is a timestamp in your life.
Okay. So when are we seeing the work of the visionary? How often are we doing this?
I mean, as much as y'all want, because I create a lot, and that's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah,
that's my favorite thing. I love it.
For real, all your songs got music videos. For real, he don't be playing, and he'll pull out instruments and everything in a heartbeat. I love that. So, what is your? I know you gave me your why. How are we finding you, and where are we finding you?
Okay, you're gonna find me on TikTok at X the Flair 1. I say that because that's the one I'm really on the most now. Instagram, X the Flair without the 1. So it's XTHEFLARE. Okay, there you go, my man Brandon.
Yeah.
Talk to the people, homie.
I'm trying to tell you.
Absolutely.
And so let the people know, why should they be reaching out to you? If they're reaching out, what are you looking forward to? What type of ask?
What type? What do I ask?
No, or what should they be asking you when they're reaching out? I know you have some services you provide and some talents you provide. See, I know
Thank you for sharing that. See how she slid that on there? I'm talking about what? She be the best wing woman. I'm telling you. Hey. Nah, but I would say this. If you have a vision, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it.
Okay.
You know, let's see how we can bring that to life, you know, without, you know, a lot of the things that like coming in a city like this, Atlanta, would bring to you. You know what I mean? Overpriced ways to create. I'm someone that'll work with you. I'm someone that's passionate about what I do. And one thing that like turned me kind of, you know what I mean, away from a lot of videographers is because I never saw the passion. So I started doing the work myself. You feel me? I started doing the work myself, and it's like, damn, they go to passion right there.
Perfect.
You know what I mean? They go to passion. So you know what I mean? That's what it is.
So one final time, you ain't got to run. We're gonna do one final time, and Rock is here to get us into the pitch gauntlet just after this. Let the people know who you are, what you do, how to reach you, and why they should be reaching out.
So I'm X to Flair, you know what I mean? I'm from Savannah, Georgia, 9 dozen cousins.
Come on.
You feel me? And I represent the people. You know, I love my creator and I represent the people.
Yes. How do they reach you and where? I mean, for what?
If you wanna check out my music, I'm on Apple Music, Spotify, the internet, baby. You know,
come on.
X to Flair, without the one. TikTok is the only one with the one. Remember that. YouTube, the new music video dropping tonight. So y'all be tuned. I appreciate y'all's support. You feel me? And you know what I'm saying? I spent a few days, you know, working on this and through a lot of chaos too, because
yes,
life be life.
Come on. Everybody here mentioned that tonight, how they've just been working no matter what. Y'all been working nonstop and making the projects come into fruition. So I'm just blessed to be in y'all presence. Thank you, Extra Flair.
Thank you.
Extra Flair will be taking over tonight. The takeover begins at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. So make sure after the pitch gauntlet, after our events are announced from the discovery board and all that jazz, make sure you tune back in at 8 p.m. because as he mentioned, we're going to be dropping that music video and doing some, you're going to do some interviews with some of the cast and all that too, right?
Yes.
So it's going to be a production tonight. Without further ado, I'm sorry, I have to leave you. I kind of hurt my feelings. I was going to say I'm introducing to you, Rock Solomon is back. Welcome, brother.
Thank you.
Take over.
Thank you for having me. I wasn't planning on wearing this shirt. It's just sort of how it turned out. You know what? Let's make this a little more businessy. I'm going to change it. We're going to say I heart ear. Let's see what we got here. I heart E. Yeah, whatever.
It looks like you still heart beer while wearing a jacket, which I do as well.
It's okay because you can still heart beer. I actually don't like beer at all, but I do like free T-shirts. So all right. Well, we are going to get into it real fast. We are moving into the second part of our show. Second part of our show is called the Co-Creator Incubator. The Co-Creator Incubator. Well, you're on it. You're on it. We're going to get to the pitch gauntlet in a second. But first, we're going to do the Co-Creator Incubator, which is the larger, bigger, it's the whole basket. Co-Creator Incubator is the entire basket, which the pitch gauntlet is in, the point system is in, all the projects are in, discovery boards, and that everything's in that. And there's a really fun, cool little video graphic that'll definitely come up any moment now. This is a Co-Creator Incubator. We're going to help us help you, help us help you, help us. Help you, help us, help you. You see how that works? And then the community is mixed right in there. Thank you, Brandon. You're the best. By the way, I want to give a quick shout out to Brandon, bottom right-hand corner. Yes.
Hi. Hello.
All the magic that you see happening in the show, it is not just magic. It is Brandon making magic happen. The names, the graphics, the dupes, all that stuff.
That stuff's not important at all. The show would be completely fine without it. The people that we've had as guests.
And nobody likes looking at pretty girls at the beach either. All right, let's move on. What are we doing? Okay, so welcome to the Co-Creator Incubator. I'm going to give you a very quick rundown on how this works. The Co-Creator Incubator is a full incubation platform based in the mixed deity ecosystem. The way it works is you just have to contribute either your time, your network, or actual revenue, or a mixture of both, to participate. You start by submitting your idea. Tell us what your idea is. We help you make sure that you can clearly explain it very well, because if you can't clearly explain it, who's going to know how to help you, right? So that's the first thing we do, and that is in our next segment here that we're going to call, are you ready for it right now? The pitch gauntlet. That's right. So the first thing we're going to do here is going to do the pitch gauntlet, and just to give you the pitch gauntlet, we should have like a slicey sound for this, whatever. All right, so what we're going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and pitch something. Brandon's going to interrogate me. And then after each answer, all of our guests here just have to answer one very simple thing. Did you definitely understand my answer or not? If you didn't understand my answer, or it didn't make sense, or it doesn't jive, you just say, what about it you didn't understand? And then Brandon makes a note of that, and we come back to it during the speed round. The goal is for me to get through every single, to get everyone in the live to understand every answer that I have. And if I get everyone to understand and sort of thumbs up every answer that I have, doesn't mean you have to like it, just have to understand it. This is not a judgment on whether we like ideas or not, just a judgment on whether the person pitching it can clearly explain each of their answers. So at the end of that, it goes on to the discovery board, and that is where anyone in the community can now go check out your pitch, get an idea about you, get an idea about your answers. They can understand if it's something they want to be a part of, and then boom, we can start building some teams. And what does it cost to do all of this magical fun? Nothing. You just have to participate. That's it. You just got to show up, participate. It's an investment of time. This is the first thing that you would invest. But let's go ahead and get to it. All right.
Hi.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do the first pitch just to kind of set it. I'm gonna show you how it's done. Show you how it's done. What's my idea called, and what does it? Oh, Brandon, can you? I love your voice on this. You have such a great voice.
All right, I was only waiting for your own speaking to pause.
You never need to wait. I'll never stop. You just.
All right, are you ready? What is your idea called, and what does it do?
I think I may have pitched this before, but I'm going to pitch it again. I have an idea called the Mixed Deity Documentary, and it tells the story of the first 2 years of Mixed Deity in Grant Park during the global pandemic when everything else was shut down and we were still open.
I understand this idea. Let's swing it around to the other people that are on camera. Does everyone understand this idea?
Yes.
Okay, you're muted, but I hear.
Yeah.
Are you able to maybe single some people out?
Yeah, I was gonna say not particularly. I would need a little bit more detail on essentially what the I guess what the result of the creation was during the pandemic, or like the reason for the creation initially.
Okay, so I'll have to.
Let's come back. I'll write it down, and then at the end of all of these questions, I'll give you one more chance, Rock, to answer all of these in more detail. So we'll definitely remember that in the speed round, you're going to give a little bit more clarity on what your idea is.
Okay, so
right.
you can just go through each guess and just get a thumbs up, thumbs down, something like that, a yay, a nay, something like that.
That's my plan. Yeah, Tabby.
Oh, okay.
Did you understand Rock's idea?
Of a documentary of like artists and creatives. I get that. Makes sense. But I would just ask, like, how would you like what would be like some of the questions like we would ask them? I think that would be a good idea.
There's seven more questions I gotta answer.
So just so you guys know, basically the theme is, do you understand his answer? There are going to be more questions that we're going to go through as we move forward, but it's just like, yes, I understand what he answered just now, or no, I don't understand what he answered just now.
And then you ask the question that what you don't understand. And then I don't get to answer that. I have to wait till the end, and then I answer it.
Yeah.
In the speed round.
Okay,
there you go.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
No, you're fine.
JK, you also are one of the panelists here. So
I I had to
Tell me
steal a
about
mic.
I think that's great. Don't apologize for being on the microphone. Okay, so tell me your level of understanding. Did you understand this answer?
Green for go.
All right. So, Rock, we're going to revisit your first answer in the speed round. Next, we're going to ask you your next question. What is this documentary similar to, and how is it different?
Okay, well, it's similar to every other documentary you ever saw in your life. It's people talking, it's archival footage, it's a general story arc talking about how it interacts with different things that different people might find interesting in the overall fabric of the story of humanity. However, the way it is different is that we want it to be owned by the community. Many documentaries, many stories are for-profit endeavors that tell a story about a suffering community, or they tell a story about something horrible that happened, or some oppressed communities or countries or whatnot. But very rarely does any of the money generated from that story end up going to the people that the story was about. I think you could say Blood Diamond is a great example. The movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, like they really exposed a lot of horrors, but did any of the money, the millions, hundreds of millions of dollars that money make actually go to any of those people, or were they just selling someone else's story? Same thing with Slumdog Millionaire. You know, they went in there and told the story of some really impoverished, tragic children's
You've
lives.
got a few seconds left, Rock.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, and so that's the difference. That the community that it's about is actually going to own the movie.
All right. JK, did you understand this concept? I understood this concept. Tabi, did you understand where this is in the marketplace?
I do. I understand it completely. And I actually read Slumdog Millionaire, so I understand exactly what you mean.
Dr. Ofuani, did you understand this?
Yes, we're good.
Woohoo!
All right. You've passed this round.
All right. All
right. Get limber. Your next question is, who is this documentary for, and how does it help them?
It is for the people of the mixed deity community from 2020 to 2022. It is for artists and activists and entrepreneurs in the Atlanta area. And it is for all of the people out there who can't tell you what their dreams are because they've been so conditioned to have already given up on them. And they'll tell you what they think they can do instead of what they actually want to do with their one chance at life on this planet. It's hopefully will be a tool for inspiration to give people who maybe have already given up on themselves a chance to reconsider, like, look at how many things can go wrong and how you can still come out of it.
All right. Yeah, I definitely get that. Let's take it around the board.
I get it.
All right. Tabi.
I get it.
All right. We got a thumbs up. You have passed this round. All right. So the next question, and this is 4 of 8. You're at the halfway mark here. What elements are needed for this documentary that don't already exist?
I think mostly time. We need a lot of time from a lot of people to pull it together, people to arrange interviews, people to film interviews, people to manage data, people to compile story structures, and just manpower, really. And I think everything else is pretty much already there. It's just this is a project that I think is a great first project because it is really entirely dependent on people.
I understand.
All right, cool.
A blessing and a curse.
All right, we've got thumbs up all around. Dr. Ofuani, was this understandable to you?
I would say I would definitely want a little bit more to like fully see, like if I was a funder coming in, I would need more details around like what within that time, like a breakdown. So I would say no for this one.
All right, we'll keep going.
Okay.
Your next question here is, what is your idea's relationship to money?
I think the movie would be a for-profit venture. I would want to offer shares of the movie to people before just regular community, regular people before going to proper traditional investors to round out whatever's left. The percentage of the proceeds would go to a portion would go to the Mixed Ditty Arts nonprofit, a portion go to the people who actually created it, and we may wrap in a couple of other nonprofits into the story, since there are a number of other fairly notable nonprofits in the story itself. It would be hopefully a fundraiser for everybody, in a way.
I'm gonna say that I didn't understand this. You gave a less coherent answer than usual. Have that drink. We'll come back to this in the next.
Right.
There we go. Good.
Did anybody else also not understand it? Because I need the.
Kay, did you find this?
I didn't understand.
Yeah, Kay, did you?
I would
Go
say
ahead.
I understand it, but I guess what was missing is like, how does it generate money? It's like we're gonna have money and give it away, but also like how are we obtaining the money to begin with? I guess.
Tavi, what were your thoughts?
I get it, but I actually don't get it at the same time. But it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. Like we're like this piggybacking off of Kara said, how is it gonna generate? But I know there's some ways of doing it, but I just want to see more of a visual of it. So it's not really.
So it wasn't answered exactly.
Dr. Ofawani, what do you think?
Yeah, I would agree with the rest of the panel.
All right. Next question. Let's talk about you. What is your role in this idea?
Probably writer, producer. I'm definitely a producer. I wouldn't say, I'd say maybe a partial writer, because I have the overall story structure I need to put together, but most of it would actually be populated by the stories of the people involved. So maybe story editor and producer.
All right. Yeah, I understood it. All right. Yeah, I'm seeing lots of thumbs up. Sounds good. You're breezing through that one. You've got 2 questions left. What are the biggest challenges to overcome with this project?
I think organization, because it's a project that would involve literally hundreds of people, coordinating not only the people, but collecting all the information, organizing it, and then consolidating that down into a story would require a lot of organization to make it ever come to light. And so I think that is unilaterally the biggest challenge.
I agree. My goodness. I'm tired thinking about how many people got to be a part of it. I understand.
All right. We've got one last question here. What does success look like to you?
Success looks like the film does win some awards in the independent film festivals, gets purchased or licensed at a film market, and then is distributed for profit amongst a number of outlets, channels, platforms, or markets. And then the revenue comes in from that, and everybody who participated in the film is at least slightly more well off than they were before they participated in the film. And then also the story helps inspire people to want to take their own future in their own hands, because it is really about grassroots entrepreneurship at its heart, and sort of, fighting back against the status quo for ideas.
I understand.
All right. I did understand that. Everybody seems to be in the affirmative. So thanks for participating. And this was just a great round, and we learned a lot more about this idea. But however, before we pass you, we'd like to take you through a second round so that you can bring a little more clarity on things that were not fully unveiled. This is the speed round, and before you start, I'm going to let you know the parts that we wanted a little more information.
Good luck clarifying.
First of all, what is your idea? We're going to be asking, and what does it do? We're also looking to learn a little bit more about what are the elements that are going to be needed that don't already exist. And we're also going to be looking for what is your idea's relationship to money. So we're going to come back and we're gonna just dig right in here for the speed round.
So can I hear the panelists' questions in those categories? What were their questions?
You know, while I didn't write it down, I have a pretty good memory. When
They
it came
can
to
re-ask if they want.
Sure. I'll give it as I recall it, and then I'll open up the floor for the sake of smooth communication. When it came to what is the idea, just figuring out more concise explanation of what it does and how it works. When we talked about the relationship to money, what's the mechanism by which this project raises money specifically? And when it comes to the elements that are needed that don't already exist, I simply think that most people's questions were more grammatical concerns. Just can this be rephrased in a simpler way? The elements that are needed, the time, the organization, can we be more specific is what I recall from Tavi. Does this kind of sum up everybody's thoughts on this? Feels like it. And of course we have both a private chat and anyone can just take the floor. Okay.
Dr. Ofwani, did we hit yours on the head? She was in
Yeah. Yeah, for the most part, I would say when it comes to like introducing a project, it always should be spoken about in a manner in which someone has absolutely no idea what's going on. And so I was like, if I'm coming in not knowing what mixed deity is, I would want to like who we are and then an explanation of the project. And then as well as for the elements, if time is the thing that's most necessary, what do you need time to do? And so listing out the things that are needed within that time would be something that I would be asking when it comes to the elements.
I like her so bad.
That makes a lot of sense. That makes sense.
Yeah, real cool.
Yeah.
All right. So for the speed round, do you want me to pull up a timer?
Yes, please. I was trying to do it on my phone to do the Chromecast,
Yeah.
but tech just absolutely hating me today. Like I just shouldn't touch
Well,
it. I got that like Mercury rising, or what do they call it when the planets align and everything you get near like starts to malfunction?
Retrograde.
That guy. Yeah.
Mercury retrograde.
Thank you. Thank you. I can't even type Mercury retrograde in the computer without it.
I know, right?
Yeah. Well, give me.
Can you cast a 90-second timer to the two?
Yes, I can. It'll take me about 3 or 4 seconds to.
We'll get there.
That's why we love
We'll
him.
make it to California one day. All right, that gives me extra time to think about my answers. Okay, all right.
Not that much extra. Not that much extra time.
Right, because it's you. You're great all the time.
All right. When you're ready. All right. So I'm going to start the timer and then ask the questions as well. So be ready. Here we go. All right. What's your idea called? And what
It's
does
a
it do?
documentary film, and it goes out and it inspires people to want to make more creative projects.
What is it similar to, and how is it different?
It's similar to lots of other documentary films, but it's different because it's decentralized economically, and the revenue goes to the people who created the story.
Who is this for, and how does it help?
It's for people who need to be inspired that they can actually do whatever they want in life.
What do you need that doesn't already exist?
We need organization.
There we go.
Fair enough. What's your idea's relationship to money?
It's a for-profit venture that is decentralized in nature and intended to help out the people who put into it. So sort of like a co-op. It's basically a co-op.
What's your role in the idea?
I'm a producer and a coordinator.
What are the biggest challenges to overcome?
Coordination.
And what does success look like?
Success looks like it's a movie everybody wants to watch and they love it and they tell their friends about it, and then it just keeps going and making more revenue for the people who are on the ground floor. And inspiring more people, and it's
that was very fast for a speed round. I for the time that was given, I think that you did hit the points in a little more detail.
Going back to loving beer again. I think we got to do 90 seconds for this beer, but that's okay. We're getting through this. I love all of you people, all of you wonderful people for being here. I'm going to get off the stage now because my time is done, and we're going to get the next pitch up here. Who?
We have Willie C. Harrison Jr.
Okay. All right.
Come on up.
Mr. Willie C. Harrison Jr. All right.
We ain't got no insurance for you. With his business partner as well.
We got a lot of things to fix around here, but we got Willie on site, so it's gonna flow. All right, I'm gonna give this to you, and then he's gonna do his thing, and let's hear it. See what you got. Okay, there it is. Boom, boom, boom.
How are you doing, sir? Good afternoon. I'm really looking forward to learning about your idea and getting it in front of our expert panel. This should just be a great time. Let's, without any further ado, let's do it. Tell us a little bit about what is this idea and what does it do?
This idea started probably about 10 years ago, and it's about people that have been incarcerated for a long period of time and coming home, trying to get acclimated back into society, who don't have a voice. And so we came up with an idea where giving people opportunity to share their story. It's not just a particular story, a prison story. And as myself and my vice president, Mr. Bray McDaniel, we served time, a long period of time. I served 21 years in prison for life without parole. And I'm the first one in the state of Georgia who was set free with life without parole. And I walked straight out of prison in 2010, April 28th. So with that being said, is that I felt as me having so many jobs, so many obstacles that I was challenged and faced with, is that I was trying to get a job, trying to get, housing, whatever. Nobody gave me opportunity because they still held that over my head because of being incarcerated for murder and armed robbery. That's what I was incarcerated for. And so after several years had passed, I felt like there was a need for me to come up with a production company that's called Ex-Cons of Atlanta. And why it need to be? Because ex-cons, we gotta think about it. If you was married and you divorced, who is that? That's your ex-wife. That's your ex whatever. It's always ex, meaning there's no more. And so ex-cons of Atlanta mean that there's no more. It's over with. There's no going back. We always going forward. We always striving forward. We got to continue to move forward. Keep moving forward is my motto. And so I came with the idea because people need to share their story, but it's not just a particular story. This is a story where it's sharing who were you before you done what you did to go where you been. Who were you? What do you want to be? As children, we always say we want to be a firefighter, a police officer, a doctor, a lawyer. Me, I want to be a lawyer, but tables had turned, but then after that, what drove you to go where you been? What happened? I was bullied growing up. I was bullied growing up. Things happened, and it led me into prison. It led me to prison with life without parole. But then after that, what are you doing now? Because the whole idea is ex-cons of Atlanta. What are you doing now? What are you doing now? I started a business. It's called We Go Harder in the Yard, home improvement. I started that. I started landscaping. I'm a technician. And so it's to help people to understand that no matter where you've been, you should not, stereotypically put people in a category of being bad, because we're not. I don't think nobody is being born bad. We make mistakes, things happen. And so it led us to go where we've been, but not only that, to realize that who we need to become.
Mr. Harrison, I want to advise you to keep your answers to 60 seconds.
Thank you.
But I did understand your idea. Boy, I had all the women were telling me they were making hand signs at me and everything.
Oh, sorry.
This next question, what is ex-con similar to? And how is it different? And Kay, are you raising your hand? Would you like to interject?
You didn't ask if we understood his answer.
All right. Did everybody understand his answer? All right. All right. Here's your next question. What is it similar to, and how is it different?
It's different. What's similar? It's similar to prison incarceration and people that are incarcerated, but what makes it different is that people is sharing their life stories, and who are they before they done what they did. That's what makes it different.
All right, I understand that.
Could I?
Everybody,
Can I
how
say
are
something?
you? Yeah, of course.
Yes,
You
I
still
got it. First of all, I'm Minister DeBray McDaniel, and I always say this is the day the Lord has made. We shall rejoice and be glad in it. No matter what we do, we got to rejoice. Now, concerning this, what we just talked about. Okay, what is it? How's it different? How's it similar to stuff? Okay, you got the halfway houses and everything. People come out and go to the half house. A lot of these guys and females don't have the opportunity to go to the half house. So what they do, they ended up getting back on the street and mess up. Okay, so we're here to help them. We're here to point them in the right direction, show them what needs to be done, because they see we can do it, they can do it. And a lot of stuff that goes on out here in the street, just like some of the people that get out, they're on medication. So in prison, people will give them to make them take their medication at a certain time. When you get out here, there's nobody to force them or tell them to do the right thing with that. And they ended up messing up their lives and everything, and just falling back off. You know, a lot of people that go through this stuff and everything, we see this on the street.
We're going over time. Okay, I definitely understand, but I
apologize.
Yeah, I want to advise y'all once again. We try to have our answers succinct to respect the time of both panelists and the people watching at home, so that they can see, hear, remember, and understand what you're saying. So yes, I did well understand your answer. I want to take it around to the panel, and I'm seeing thumbs up signs. Let's continue here, and I want to ask you the next question here, which is, who is this for, and how does it help them?
It's for people that have families incarcerated. Families incarcerated, so they can understand their loved ones coming home, helping them to be able to acclimate back into society, so that they'll know not to be able to be frustrated or discombobulated about how they were able to help their loved ones to get acclimated back to society.
I understood that. How's the panel feel? All right, let's keep going here. What elements do you need for this that you do not already have?
Well, right now we need a building, so we can include housing, food, shelter. A lot of people just need a little uplifting. You know what I'm saying? And we, as ex-cons of Atlanta, has been out here in these streets doing what we can. We can't save everybody, but as a chance, we start off trying to help somebody, trying to do this for a person, show them which way to go. You know, that's what we do right now. So we just need a building, you know, saying to give clothes, to give things that they need that's coming out. That's what we need right now.
What about in regards to the series, the ex-cons of Atlanta
series? The series is the panel that we have, where we go get on there and ask questions. And
what do you need for that? Or do you need anything?
We actually need a building.
Okay.
Everything resolves around a building. Getting there.
Exactly.
Everything resolves around our building.
So yeah, I have a question, because as Kay said, I feel like the answer confused the YouTube project with the organization. So I want to make sure that, as we go back into the speed round, I'll want to know which is which and what's the thing that needs what.
As far as in the filming?
So basically,
yeah.
Are y'all presenting now? Is it the organization itself, or are you presenting the ex-cons of Atlanta show?
We're actually presenting ex-cons of Atlanta. The show. Okay. We're doing the show, and the show is a documentary.
Yeah.
Right.
The show is a documentary.
And in that case, you still need the building.
And it's basically like a spider web. We're branching out.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
I got you.
Right.
So keep that in mind. Continue with the questions. We're referencing the show.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay. What is this idea's relationship to money?
The relationship to money is that we would need the money for the filming. We need the money for support and helping other people. For instance, like when I started filming, I was coming out of pocket, and I was helping people when they came out and it was out and they wanted to actually come out way out from different, you know, part of Georgia, coming to want to be where it's coming to Atlanta, I was paying out of pocket. I was giving my money from when I was working a job, you know, for gas money, you know, and also not only that, you know, even for food or even coming, you know, it just, you know, making people feel comfortable about when they come out, man, they would feel like, you know, exactly, hospitality. Thank you. Yeah.
I understand that. And I'm looking at the panel and I'm seeing Dr. Ofwani, how do you feel?
I essentially understand what's being said, but I guess when we're saying like relationship to money, it kind of makes me think about like breaking down what's I guess what's needed, like what the revenue is, what the expenses are, or and things like that. Like, okay, I have a moderate relationship because we have this much already and then this is what we need. So I would definitely love more of like a breakdown,
I got a
if that
breakdown.
makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. I got all that.
Let's wait because at
Okay,
the end
okay.
of this, I'm going to ask you and keep that in mind as
I got it.
the next
I got
time
it.
that you're asked. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So here's the next question. What is your role in this idea?
My role and idea is that the fact that I've been in a situation where everybody else who I'm trying to help to come out to get acclimated back into society. I done been there. I know what it takes. I know what I got to do because of the fact that I've been out 15 years now, and I know that it's going to take a lot of support, a lot of help. And my role is to help, like my brother said, you know, help you in direction to point you in the direction to help you to get yourself acclimated, as well as helping your family who you come back to it to get acclimated to society
and be better and do better.
Exactly.
All right. I understood that answer very well. I'm now looking at the panel. Tavi, how did you feel about that answer?
I agree with it 100%. And I back it. It's really good.
All right. Just K.
I just will say fine tune it to say this is the part that I play in order to get this show done. That's what I hear when I hear that question. What part do I play in order for the show that be executed? That makes sense?
Yeah.
So y'all
Let's come. We'll come back to this and emphasize it in the speed round. 2 questions left, and here's the first one. What are the biggest challenges to overcome with this project?
Yeah. Oh, the big challenge we have, like I say, is the building. What we have going on right now, okay, say like we got 7, 8 film we produced 7 people that had gotten out 12 years ago. We got their story, and we're about to do their story now. Where they at now? It's called like XCOM. What are they doing now? So we got this going. We just need the avenue, the revenue to keep it pushing, because everybody that hears about us and be like, okay, XCOM Atlanta. They got out, they doing it. I mean, wow, we can do it too. So our biggest challenge is, like I said, the building and the revenue of making things happen. But what we do, we do a lot of out-of-pocket stuff ourselves, which have no problem with it because we're giving people, we love people, and we want to see them make it.
All right. I definitely understood that as an answer, and I'm seeing affirmative answers from basically everybody. Tabi, did this work for you? Yeah. All right. Last question. What does success look like for this project?
Success look like to me is seeing people accomplish something in life. You know, you get out and you don't have nothing, and then you hear you got this business. You know, me myself, I did 19 years. I own a limousine service. I have a nonprofit organization, 501c3, that helps people all over. I don't talk about it. I'm not trying to, be out there in the world trying to show me. I'm just doing what the Lord tell me to do. Whatever He tell me to do with God's deliverance and XCOM of Atlanta, that's what we do.
All right. I definitely see that vision of success, and I feel like everybody else is seeing it too. Typically, when we do these, it's a 60-second timer, but let's just try a 90-second timer and see where it leads us. Because honestly,
Let it roll.
This
Let's ride.
season we've loved it, but also it's always a little something. So I'm gonna start, and we're gonna do the exact same thing as last time, except there's gonna be a little more speed and a little more clarity. And yeah. All right. So
Can I chime in one before you start?
Of course.
Yeah, I would just say as well, when you're pitching an idea to anyone, like you always want to start with the name of the business or idea and try to be able to keep your answer of what it is within 1 to 2 sentences, just because sometimes it's hard for people to capture attention and you want to grab them immediately. I think that you all didn't say the name until the end of the first question. So if you could start off saying what it is and then going into it, I believe that would help as well.
Okay.
Very well said. All right, so here we go. What is your idea called, and what does it do?
It's called Ex-Cons of Atlanta. What are they doing now? And what it does is we're helping people to get acclimated back into society. Not only that, to be able to give everybody that's coming home from prison a voice.
What is it similar to, and how is it different?
It's similar to halfway houses, construction for people that's just growing, finding themselves in their life and everything. Because a lot of people get out, they don't know who themselves anymore. They got to rebuild themselves, they got to regrow. And seeing them in the halfway house, we're doing basically the same thing, helping people to learn themselves.
Who is this for, and how does it help?
It's for everybody. It's for people that have family that's been incarcerated, and it's going to help them to understand what they need to do in order to help them to get acclimated. That's the main point, to help them in society.
What elements are needed that don't already exist?
We need a building. We need structure. We need our equipment, upgrade on our equipment. We have old equipment. We want to use new equipment and just make everybody feel comfortable in what we're doing.
What's your idea's relationship to money?
Relationship to money is that we need the money for, as far as like you said, equipment, the building, and helping people to actually understand clothing and everything. I mean, that's basically it. Right?
What's y'all's role?
My role is vice chairman of Ex-Cons Atlanta and founder of God's Deliverance. We tag team, going out in the streets, giving out tents, whatever it takes and everything. People who are just getting out that don't have anything, we're there.
What are the challenges you need to overcome?
The challenge we overcome is just failure. It's just failure. We don't want to fail. We want to let people see that we can succeed. And that's the whole point. We ain't trying to fail. We're trying to show people that we can succeed and we can do what we're doing to get where we're trying to go.
And finally, what does success look like for this project?
It looked great. Accomplishment. It big great accomplishment. It looked beautiful. Yes.
Yeah. Good job, y'all.
All right.
Exactly. We get it done.
That was great. Great implementing the feedback immediately. Good job.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
That was just great. I honestly, y'all are off of the hot seat. Feel free to enjoy. Y'all have passed the pitch gauntlet. Okay. What we do once a project passes is that we add it to the discovery board on the Mixed Deity website, so that as everybody here comes in, as people who are watching come in, as folks that are just in the community enter, they are added to a Trello board where they can see all of the videos that, when people come by and talk about their idea, it is cut, it's edited, so that 90-second or 60-second pitch, a person can understand it and then be able to volunteer, engage, and really help the idea come along and come to life. Whenever I see movement in a free-flowing camera, I try to switch to it. What's going on?
Can I do a speed round pitch? I know we almost done. I mean, I know it's not taking us out, but I just y'all feedback. It's been a really nice panel today.
Yeah, it's definitely a free country. You want to do a 90-second? You want to do a 90-second?
Right now.
All right. Give me a second.
Thank you, Willie C. Harrison Jr. We are going to get that up on the discovery board. We're going to talk to you about next stages and how we can mix and mingle with Miss Deity. Yeah, let me see your book.
Oh, dog.
Give it to me. I'm going to hold it while I do my thing was up here.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
This is
Sorry, 1 second. Don't use this
Sure.
camera. Use that one. This bootleg.
It's too late.
I mean, I forgot.
They gave him life.
They gave him life.
This my gift.
Whoa.
So I'm
Go
sorry.
autograph it. Okay.
Autograph.
We're gonna.
Yeah.
I'm when I read, I'm gonna tell y'all more about it. We're gonna have Willie C. Harrison Jr. on here.
But I think I let him know
Go ahead,
that
tell him.
the name of the book they gave him life, and the
Yeah.
reason why I gave this name is because first of all, God gave me life, but the judge also gave me life, and so I came over that life. So that's why I gave it. They gave him life.
Yes. Come on, they gave him life. He gave me
Now,
life. Y'all gave me
this
life today.
situation,
He came with all the
this
poetry.
situation of the layout it'll just be a real interesting. How are we gonna do this? Let's find out. Does that look accurate? It does.
That looks fine.
All right. So what
Give
are
me the
you
feedback
pitching?
at the end.
All right, I will. Here we go. It's coming. Get ready. What is your idea called?
My idea
And,
is
what
called
is it
the
do?
Get Up and Worship Brunch, and it is for all of the worshipers to feel welcome to party in the name of the Lord. Next.
What is it similar to, and how is it different?
It's similar to praise and worship, but it's different because it's more of a party, right? And it's also kind of a coming together of people without having to actually go to church service.
Who's
Who's
this
it
for?
for?
How does it help?
It is for everyone, honestly, and it helps everyone. It's to uplift people. You're free to come here regardless of what you believe in. If you believe in dancing just to clear your vibe, you can come. If you like screaming and shouting, you can come. What are the elements needed that don't already exist? I got them because I was on the Takeover last week and I pitched this. I needed a building. Mixed Deity and the Media Cafe has sponsored my building, and so thank you. And oh yeah, that's it. Next question. What is my idea's relationship to money? The tickets are $45. And so with the money raised, I'm going to be able to put into Mixed Deity, put into Chef Lo, who's going to be cooking in the kitchen. Y'all seen her, y'all love her, and also sponsor some tickets for people to be able to come to the next one. What is my role in the idea? I am the creator. I am your host. I am your DJ Khaled. I'm going to take you up there. What are the biggest challenges to overcome? At this point, it is promotion. Oh, sorry, it's there. It is promotion and it is selling the tickets. Y'all come on out to the Get Up and Worship brunch. Success looks like to me a room full of people raising the vibrations. This building is over 100 years old and it's still standing. I plan to bust the roof off this place just with our vibrations alone.
Congratulations on just an obstacle course completed by a professional pitcher. You've seen so many people. You've had a little bit of an advantage.
I cheated.
So many people in the community share their stories that hopefully it helped you improve your game.
It did. So let's hear the feedback. Did y'all have anything that was like that wasn't enough?
No, I mean, I think that is great. I almost would challenge us to potentially change the question for the what is our relationship to money? Because I don't think that question was like properly answered by everyone as far as like my relationship to money is blah, blah, blah. And then you break down what's needed is more so we're just saying like what's needed. So maybe we change the question to, what's our budget or what our expenses are or something to that nature. Or just make sure that people are saying what their relationship to money is, whether it's a good relationship, a bad relationship, and then they're, making a description from there. That would be my only thing.
It's so interesting that you say this because this question is infamously open-ended. And I would say there's a 45-second discussion on the phrase relationship to money in almost every episode. And it's funny that everybody answers that phrase of question, that turn of phrase, in a very open-ended way. And this question's phrasing has hung on for a while, but who knows how long it will.
It looks like we're changing it.
Maybe it's definitely an open-ended, discussion-provoking question, and maybe it's phrased in a way that's a slightly too open-ended for a speed format. But you know.
Yeah, definitely. I like the question because it really does challenge us to like look at our relationship as a business as far as like, okay, I grew up doing money this particular way, and so my business is struggling this way because of bit of the funding or different things like that. So like actually getting into like the roots of what type of relationship you as a person or your business has with money. I would just challenge people to answer that a little bit deeper if we want to get into the roots of relationship with money, or maybe have the question be more around what type of funding they need.
Yeah.
That's so
Can
well
we get
put.
more in the? Can we get in the mix? Let's get the Brady Bunch going. I'm
I
not the
mean,
center of attention anymore.
everyone's. Oh, I see. You just want. I mean, this is the
Yeah.
most democratic. This is second most
Yeah, that's
democratic.
the one I was looking for.
All right. Yeah. Well,
Y'all
we're all
have been
here.
great. How'd y'all feel about the show today? I feel so good. Yeah, thumbs up.
Yeah, I think everything was good.
Relentlessly paced. Lots of things happened. I wish that we could talk even longer. I suppose we can, but you know,
it's a
we've
free
been here
country.
a week. The vocal cords only have so much energy.
All right. Well, we have to. It is 5 o'clock. After 5 o'clock.
Yes, after 5 o'clock.
So what happens now is we wrap up the show, and we open the creative. It's time for the Creative Drinking Club. Do we have a graphic?
I mean, you definitely know that we have one.
Yeah, it's a rhetorical question.
Yeah.
Can you please put up the
up
graphic? There it is. There's the animated one. We have the animated one too.
Oh, the poof.
Oh, the poof. Welcome to the Creative Drinking Club. Blah, 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 blah. So the way this goes is the bar's open. So if you happen to be on site, welcome. We're gonna get some drinks going, and we're gonna be hanging out here at the Media Cafe at 6. It's 5 o'clock now. 6 o'clock. We might do a Co-Creators Club round table, maybe if people are down for it. And there it is. And then at 7 o'clock, we're doing an open mic. So the mic will be hot at 7 o'clock. You want to come down, sing, do whatever you like to do, some poetry, practice your pitch, whatever it is. And then at 8 o'clock, we're doing the takeover. And can you tell us about tonight's takeover?
Tonight's takeover is brought to you, sponsored by the Creative Drinking Club.
Sponsored by the Creative Drinking Club.
But our host this evening is live in the flesh, came here early. You met him earlier. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to meet him again at 8 p.m. X the Flare.
X the Flare. Doing the 8 o'clock takeover. And I believe there's a music video drop. Is that happening?
Yeah, there
Can you just come up, tell us real quick? X the Flare.
He's been ready for this.
He's been waiting, hanging all night long. Okay, don't belabor the point, but tell us about tonight. 8 o'clock. You got what's happening? You are taking over. So the way it works for anybody who doesn't know is we host this event every week, and we offer a chance for anybody to come take over the event. So every night at 8 o'clock, we basically we do the live cast. We have the space, we have the mic, we have the stage, all the things you need to make an event go, and then you just take it over. So tonight it's being taken over by X the Flare. What can we expect tonight, X?
Well, tonight is the premiere of the brand new music video. It's called Open Caskets. I don't know how much I can give to you right now, but all I know is it's basically a song that's a compilation of me and 2 other artists, well, 3 other artists, you know, because
I'm the secret.
I'm sorry.
I did the hook.
3 of the artists that are a part of this organization, and I feel like we made a great song that inspired me to go ahead and be responsible for producing the music video. So, you know, I got a whole nearly 4-minute visual, you know, made.
All right.
It has some scenes of some areas we use right here inside the building, as well as some.
Don't give it away. Don't give it away. Don't give it away. So that music video is going to be premiering tonight, right at 8 o'clock, or does he have some like 4 pre-stuff and then the video?
Well, I actually have it set at about 8:30.
Okay, so 8 o'clock he does the takeover. 8:30 going to premiere the music video. It will premiere both here on site and online, and that's what's going to happen. We're gonna the stream will finish in a minute here, but the room will stay open, and anybody who feels like just chatting with anybody here, it's we just kind of do an open networking thing. The Creative Drinking Club is open. Help yourself to some beverages, and yeah, DJ, drop that fat bass. Where's that? Okay, thanks for joining us. Special